And welcome back everyone to another trade recap. You can see here we took one bottom tick attempt at NQ today. First loss in over 2 weeks. Lost around $900 give or take, but still up well over 45k for the month. So I'm not even too worried about it. But what we're going to do is what we always do. We'll rewind the charts. We'll go ahead and take a look at what went down this morning, what I was looking at, and also how we can learn from this in the future. So let's go ahead and dive into it. At 9:30, as you guys can see, we inverted a fair value gap. So that was the first thing I noticed, that we inverted a fair value gap. We created this nice little order block right before market open, and you could see it doesn't line up perfectly with OTE, but it was pretty dang close to OTE at that mean threshold. At the time, we also didn't have this order block yet, so it was really just this order block. So I thought, okay, well, it lines up pretty well with mean threshold. We've got good displacement going into market open, so we could potentially retrace and then decide to continue up from there. We also had relative equal highs because we had this high up here, and we also had previous day's high. So we had a solid displacement, we had a PD array in the golden zone, and we also had a draw on liquidity of the relative equal highs up here. And we did also have an order block here as well from this displacement right here, but I prefer to use the most recent displacement just because that's the one with the freshest PD array to utilize. So I went ahead, placed my order right there, 10-point stop as usual, targeting a 4R this time. And then as you could see, we actually wick through that and we actually end up delivering from this order block down here. And if we zoom in closer, you guys can see that right there. So we went in, we filled the order. We actually did end up going into profit by about a 1-to-1, but shortly after that, price wicked down into that other order block and decided to deliver up from there. So simply a system loss where price wanted to reach a little bit lower, and that is just going to happen, guys. So in this model, you're either going to be right away or you're going to be wrong right away. And the goal is either case, you don't chase another trade, you don't mess around with your limit order, you just set your levels and let price do what price does. And in this case, just stopped us out, wicked a little past, and then ran in my direction. Now, after this happened, guys, was I freaking out like, oh man, I picked the wrong order block, let me go in and chase it, let me go ahead and maybe try to take a short here, long here? No, guys. We simply waited for the next opportunity, which is at the 10 a.m. And the 10 a.m. formed, nothing else happened. So what do, guys? Do I go in there and try to force an opportunity? Do I go in and try to full port just because it's going higher and making all-time highs? No, guys. What I do is what I always do. I leave the charts and I wait for the next high probability trading day. And that's exactly what we did. And everybody on the stream kept their discipline as well. So even though the equity today is showing drawdown, this is still a winning day. Remember, guys, as long as you followed your rules, as long as you waited for your proper confluences, and as long as you respected your risk management, that is a winning day, regardless if the outcome was a losing trade, winning trade, or a break even. And on the contrary, if you broke your rules, if you gambled, if you did something random, if you didn't use proper risk management, and you made a bunch of money today, a shit ton of money, that is still a losing day because you didn't get to that outcome through a repeatable process. You basically just got lucky. And that's exactly why you cannot focus on the individual outcome of each trade. You have to focus on executing your process across a large series of trades and judging the outcome off a larger sample size. But other than that, guys, if you want to learn this model, go ahead and click the video in the top right-hand corner. And if you want to jump in the lives, learn this discipline, learn this model, and catch these trades with us, go ahead and click the link in the description below, and I'll see you guys on stream. Other than that, take care, everybody, be blessed, and we will see you in the next trade recap.